when I went out to sell our tower, I had a piece of property, had 5 acres. I had a commercial building on it, and then several hundred feet behind the commercial building was our tower. And I had one major telecom carrier as a tenant on that tower. And I went out and found several firms that were interested. 2 ended up giving me pricing for the tower, and they were relatively close in price range. But I wanted to sell the whole steel and the whole structure and everything. And the 2 firms that were looking at purchasing it, they were offering me a 50-50 revenue share outside of the major tenant I had. So if they were to get additional tenants down the road, I would get a 50-50 split on the revenues. But that was not my major objective. My major objective was to completely sell the tower and get rid of the steel and have someone else be responsible for that. And they weren't interested in purchasing the steel, neither one of the firms. So I did a little bit more investigating, found Airwave Advisors and Nick, and they were able to strike a deal with the firm in a relatively short period of time. I think it was like 30 days to purchase the whole tower completely, steel and all. So that eliminated my liability, and he was able to sell it, or I was able to sell it for almost $100,000 more than the other 2 firms that were offering me pricing. So it was a no-brainer with me. I liked the fact that the Airwave Advisors, they weren't a firm looking to purchase, but they were just advising. I mean, they told us a lot about the industry that I wasn't familiar with. They helped us through the negotiations, which were relatively fast. And before you know it, the tower was sold, and sold considerably more than the other 2 firms are offering. So I highly recommend Airwave Advisors to anyone who's looking to sell their